Happy Sunday night in Woodbury, folks. You're eating Wildcats in their away Blues. Skating right to left against the Woodbury Predators in their home whites, skating left to right. We're at the Minnesota Health Fairview Rink here in Woodbury, Minnesota. Charlie Pohl from Woodbury brings up the puck near side circle. Nice centering pass taken away by Gavin Thomas. You got Thomas, Gannon, Becker, Umland, Vogel. Different look to start this game. Shot saved by Max Pagachnik on the near boards. Puck out to the point. Strong shot. A little bit of a shot to the back by Becker and a Pohl saying, hey, how's your summer?
This is our crease. This is our crease right here.
Yep, you got it. Pohl back in net.
Two shots.
Still trying to get used to not having to announce the goaltender. Max Pagachnik is the permanent fixture here in Bantam AA for your Eagan Wildcats. Land, Oberhammer, Saleda, Palin, and Nygaard on the ice. Looks like Land has been moved back to D this evening.
I did not notice that. Okay.
Quick shot. That's up and over. Deflected. A lot of activity down low right in our Eagan crease early. Eagan clears the zone as Woodbury tracks it down to their own end. Takes it behind their netminder. Outlet. Tipped out right at the center logo. It's a 2-on-1 going the other way. Nice job, Benny Palin. Disrupted that pass right to the low slot. Shot from the point, sails high and wide right. Nygaard down low. Nice compete from Reed early. Lays a hit on Woodbury. Land pushes the puck up to the point, taken by Woodbury. Woodbury shot. Knocked down by Nygaard. Backhand pass. Deflected by Palin. Nice outlet pass to Saleda. Saleda, it's a 1-on-1. Trying to go the other way. He gets disrupted. And Woodbury takes control of the puck back in their own net. Becker, Gannon, Pankratz, Karsnia, and Johnson. Karsnia on the far boards. He's going to throw it in on net. Pad save. Bounces out to Woodbury as they come the other way. They're going to get a change. Becker does a nice job pinning the Predator forward in the far corner. Johnson to Pankratz. Turn over to Woodbury. Here comes Charlie Pohl. Charlie Pohl, his shot takes Gannon's stick up and out of his hands. And the puck is in the far corner in the Eagan defensive zone. Karsnia battles, pushes him out wide, forces a mistake at the blue line. Pankratz pressures, Woodbury regroups. Offside, Woodbury.
Audible sigh of relief from my co-host here as he realized the stick was still in one piece as it flew out of Ben's hands.
Yep, don't want to dip into that college fund just yet. The face-off. Neutral zone bubble, top side of the ice. As Nygaard takes the face-off, you got Nygaard, Umland, Vogel, Thomas, and Palin. Eagan offensive zone. Vogel out to Palin. Palin's going to take a shot. That's deflected by Gorlitz as that goes wide. Now Thomas shot. Gets all the way through. Deflected wide right. Thomas holds the zone. Touch pass to Vogel. Vogel right to the high slot. Tries to slide it down. Looking for Nygaard as that bounces through traffic. And it's picked up by Woodbury along the near corner. Palin gloves it down. Nice hard pass over to Thomas. Thomas up to Umland. Umland's going to dump it deep. Palin and Nygaard take a change for Gannon and Becker as Thomas controls the puck right at center ice. Thomas. He reaches the center line. He lobs it up into the goalie's breadbasket. Nice loft. Those bouncing pucks are always make me
Never know
nervous.
what's going to happen, yeah. I think they're going to go every other on center tonight and roll with 5D.
So we're just about 4 minutes into this game. You got Land and Gannon back at D. Oberhammer, Becker, and Saleta as your forwards. Becker lines up near side circle, Eagan offensive zone. Saleta tries to make something happen to the center. Woodbury comes away with it. Gannon back up to center ice, making Woodbury regroup. Predators making some moves here. Pad save. Pogo wide left, centering opportunity taken away by Gannon. Pushes it wide. Woodbury shot, pad save. Left to Land. Land looking up ice and Oberhammer. That's cut off by Woodbury. Quick shot, almost a rebound there by Charlie Pohl, wearing the A today. There's Wendell. Shot does not get to Trevick. Picked up by Oberhammer. Oberhammer throws it down for an icing. So we'll come all the way back down to the Eagan defensive zone. Near side circle just to Pogo's left-hand side. We got Johnson, Thomas, Karsnia, Pankrats, and Nygaard.
Odin had Marshall streaking down there through the neutral zone, but out of his reach, he needed a change anyway. So.
Nygaard to Pankrats. Pankrats runs into a brick wall. That's a shot. Glove down by Pogo. Sikic at the near side point. Nygaard, big hit against Kostelic. Sikic again. He's looking to find some space. He finds it down low, near side corner. Cycles it back out to Kostelic at the point. That's a shot. Does not get through traffic. Rebound. Falls right to Miller. Miller goes back behind Pogo. So Woodbury Predators up 1-0 here, 5 minutes into the Sunday night contest.
Yeah, that first shot, well, a lot of traffic in front, and the puck just came back out.
Yep. The goalie's responsibility is that first save. After that, it's the 5 guys in front of them. So, just a very good opportunity by Woodbury, good hustle, and they picked up the garbage. So you got Boble, Becker, Umland, Gannon, Palin on the ice. Becker looking for Umland, taken up by Woodbury. Into the far corner. Palin comes back behind his own goal line, turnover to Woodbury as they cycle it back out to the point. That's a shot wide right. Falls to Vogel. Vogel's got Umland across the ice. He holds the puck for a minute. Now he tries to make a pass through 3 white sweaters. Does not get through. Palin does a nice job forcing the offensive zone. Woodbury's got 2-on-0 opportunity here, 2-on-1. That pass a little bit too hot to handle for the left winger. Umland was sliding through the slot trying to knock that down. Woodbury cycles it. That's tipped up and into the net. So we'll have a defensive zone face-off here. To Pogo's right-hand side, I believe. Yep, topside circle. Vogel, Becker, Umland, Thomas, Land. Becker takes the face-off. He's got Umland and Land and Vogel to his left. Slides over to Umland. Umland tries to exit the zone, taken away by Woodbury at the point. Umland peppers the left winger at the top of the zone. Throws it back behind the Eagan net. Puck controlled by Eagan back out to the center ice as Vogel gets hit as he tries to cross into the offensive zone. Woodbury comes the other way. Back behind the Eagan net. Land to Vogel. Vogel cross ice looking for Umland. Sails a little bit high on him. Recovered by Land. It's a 3-on-2 coming the other way. Becker has it taken away right at the top of the slot, and Woodbury is going the other way as Gannon comes on the ice. That's offside, as Gorlitz was getting a little too anxious for that offensive threat.
Cats have come out a little stronger start than yesterday, but not much offensive possession.
Nygaard, Saleta, Oberhammer. They're going to work to change that halfway through the first quarter. Woodbury controls the puck off the faceoff. That's going to go deep. They're going to call an icing. So we will come back into the Woodbury defensive zone to the left side of the netminder for an offensive zone faceoff.
Interesting.
Karsny and Gannon back at D for your Wildcats. Saleta, knee guard, overhammer at forward, knee guard, taking the face off. Gannon's respecting this offensive prowess for Woodbury. He started a little bit further back than normal, but they get some sticks on the puck early. As Karsny is back, throws it back on the Eagan goal line, as Woodbury was looking for a 2-on-1 advantage. Knee guard after overhammer took a nice big hit in the near side corner. Gives it to Gannon. Gannon on the top side circle. He comes up and around. His shot is deflected wide right. Karsny tries to throw back on net. Does not get to traffic. Oh, here comes Woodbury. They're going to do a dump and change. They go near side corner. Picked up by Gannon. Gannon over to Karsny along the far wall. Karsny tries to go up and over. Nice job by Woodbury, just taking up space, holding up that puck. Knee guard overskates it, falls to Karsny. Karsny off the boards. Back to Gannon. Gannon's going to throw it back to center ice. That will be icing as... Nope, icing's been waived. They said it was tipped at the center line. So Gannon, Palin, Becker, CJ, and Pankratz are on the ice for your Wildcats. Offside, Eagan will have a neutralized drop here, near side bubble. Woodbury half of the ice.
Nice to get a little bit of flow here in the offensive zone. A few more shots thrown in net. Can't have too many shots.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not showing the shots on net. I think I'm okay with it, just so our kids don't get discouraged early. Nice battle right at the center line. Palin throws it in the offensive zone. Puck controlled by Woodbury as they come the other way. Woodbury turnover to Becker. Becker along the top side circle. He's going to turn it around, looking to make a play, and his left D was not where he was hoping to be. So Woodbury takes it. They cycle it up. That's off the boards. And icing as they were not able to tip it into the zone. Will come all the way back down to the Woodbury netminder's right-hand side for an Eagan offensive possession.
Looked like if he had touched it, it'd be offside anyway. But.
Yep, valid. So CJ, Thomas, Becker, Pankratz, and Palin on the ice. I imagine Becker's going to try to fling this back to Thomas here to get a quick shot on net. Woodbury wins the faceoff. Goes D to D. They come up on the near boards. Thomas has to skate back and grab it. Icing is the call. Surprised Thomas did not handle the puck near boards, but he must have just missed it. So,
yeah,
icing is the call.
If someone should have got the puck, they can wave off icing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm not saying I don't know where that thing bounced, but
yeah. But usually they call it if they could get it near the goal line.
Right.
At center ice. If they try to make a play on it and just miss it, it's still a miss. They don't touch it. Becker ties him up in the near side corner. Woodbury defensive zone. CJ out to Thomas. Thomas throws it back behind the Woodbury net. Tries to go off the boards to the far post, and that just hits the center of the back of the net. Woodbury collects it and flips the ice. Wendell Fountainer over to Gerard. Gerard's shot wide left, misses the mark. Woodbury tries to cycle it back on the Eagan net. Picked up by Thomas. Thomas off the boards to Johnson. Johnson gets run over by Charlie Pohl. Pohl looking for Fountainer down low. Nice battle by Thomas as he gets that puck out to Lucas Becker. Becker crosses into the offensive zone. Touch pass to Johnson over to Pankratz. Pankratz shot wide right. Picked up by Becker. Becker out to Gannon. Gannon shot wide left. Land battles as it's Land, Gannon, Becker, Vogel, and Pankratz. Little D to D pass here. Gannon to Land, back to Gannon. Gannon looking for Vogel. Pass intercepted by Woodbury. Now there's a nice stretch pass. Gannon to Vogel near boards. He's going to tip it right back beyond the Woodbury goal line. And Egan's unable to catch up to it, so here comes Woodbury coming the other direction. That's a shot and a glove save by Max Pogo. So the defensive zone face-off to Pogo's left-hand side. Nygaard was doing everything in his power to hold up that rushing center. So Nygaard, Vogel, Land, Gannon, Umland. Puck is loose, and that's a goal. So Woodbury goes up 2-0, 3:55 remaining in the first period. As is that Miller? I think that's the second goal of the evening.
Kind of unlucky on that one. Not sure really what happened.
Yep. Gannon was trying to do everything he could. He took out Miller from the back side, but as he was falling down to the ice, he snuck one in right to the 5-hole. So that was a persistent goal. Nice job by Woodbury going up 2-0 late in the first period. Thomas, Karsnia, Nygaard, Umland, Vogel on the ice. Karsnia tries to hold the zone. Touch pass to Vogel comes wide, picked up by Woodbury. Woodbury centering pass into the skate of Gavin Thomas. Nygaard and Umland are trying to apply pressure at the point. Woodbury throws it down low for Thomas. Vogel hits him. Thomas goes out to center ice, picked up by Woodbury and Petronik. Backhanded pass right through the slot, looking for Miller. Doesn't connect. It's picked up by Vogel. Vogel comes down the ice, throws it on net as Eagan gets it changed. Land, Palin, Oberhammer, Saleda, and Becker as Woodbury takes the offensive zone. Charlie Pohl just skidding around your Eagan Wildcats. His goes D to D. That shot is up and high and knocked blocker side up into the netting. The defensive zone face-off to Max Bogachnik's right-hand side, topside circle. Same 5 on the ice as Becker lines up to take the face-off. Becker. Back to Land. Land back on his own goaltender. Over to Palin. Palin holds it up, looking for Becker. As he gets it, goes off the wall for Oberhammer. Oberhammer up to Saleda. Saleda tried to get around him. Nice job. Would have gone the distance. Could not get around that left D for Woodbury. A great battle at the center line as Woodbury is able to regroup, control the puck, come up along the top half of the boards. Shot, save, second shot, save, and pushed wide right. Johnson, Nygaard, Pankratz, Gannon, Karsnia.
1:46 left here in this opening period.
Nygaard takes the face-off, freezes the puck right at the circle, picked up by Woodbury. That shot wide right. Karsnia takes a big hit behind his net, drops the puck to Nygaard. Nygaard up to Pankratz, Pankratz to Johnson. Johnson, touch pass looking for a slashing Ben Gannon, as Gannon's going to take the puck off of CJ's stick and nudge it deep into the offensive zone for your Eagan Wildcats. Breakout pass by Woodbury, taken away by Pankratz and Nygaard. Nygaard dumps it, Vogel chases. Pankratz forces Woodbury to recover and regroup and send it the other direction. Outlet pass up top to Gorlitz. It's a one-on-one. He's going to bring it near side circle, drop it for Miller. Miller, nice pass, and a great save by Pogo. That was a phenomenal save. That guy was wide open right through the low slot. Just a beautiful pass and shot.
I couldn't even tell where the puck was.
The face-off to Pogo's left, right-hand side. Top circle, Eagan defensive zone. Thomas, Vogel, Umland, Becker, Gannon. Thomas to Becker's right. Becker pushes back up to the left D point, who cycles it down low to Gannon. Gannon, a little lob pass looking for Becker. Becker to Umland, back at center ice. The puck gets trapped and falls through to Becker. Welcome back to the second period. Face-off won by Woodbury, but Oberhammer's there with a good stick, knocks it back to center ice. We've got Gannon, Thomas, Oberhammer, Nygaard, and Saleda. Oberhammer takes in the offensive zone, helped out by Nygaard. Nygaard looking for Obi. Puck falls free, near side circle. Woodbury comes out away with it. So Woodbury looking to flip the ice. Goal, it's up to Miller. Miller, he's got Schalscheider, but that's taken away by Saleda. Oberhammer lobs that back up to center ice. Woodbury picks up the puck, regroups, turn over to Saleda. Saleda backhands it. Icing has been waived as Woodbury caught up to the puck right at the Woodbury goal line. Stretch pass along the near boards, tipped in by Woodbury, chased down by Thomas. Got Becker, Johnson, Pankratz, Gannon, Thomas. Thomas is going to recycle the puck right back behind his own net, looking up ice off the boards, and that's going to sail all the way down for an icing. So we'll get Lan and Palin to replace Gannon and Thomas for a face-off down to Pogo's left-hand side, top circle, in the Eagan defensive zone.
Second door song we've heard this evening. I like it.
Nice job by Becker. Forces Woodbury out wide. Puck's out to the point. Palin to Becker. Becker looking for Pankratz. Pankratz back up at center ice. He runs into some traffic. Becker with a sweet little spin move, hoping to take the offensive zone. But Woodbury comes away with that shot by Poles on a rocket.
Penalty here, I think.
Wide left, picked up by Woodbury. Nice deflection by Palin. Forces the puck back behind the net.
Woodbury with 6 skaters right now on a delayed penalty.
I like that Pole brought that way back. Recognized that there's going to be a penalty called. Brought it all the way back. Got a 6th skater on the ice. Waited for the 6th skater. And now they throw it back up to the point. And Gorlitz, before he was attacked by Johnson. So there you go. Johnson and Land turn all that effort for naught.
What's going? Who are you?
Oh, yeah. And here we go. So Eagan Wildcats will go on the PK. Ben Palin goes into the sin bin for a trip. So you got Gannon, Umland, Vogel, and Land on the ice for your Wildcats. Vogel taking the face-off. A rare opportunity for him. He nudges it back to the right post for Woodbury. Woodbury cycles it down up top again. That shot blocker save. Pogo goes wide to Umland. Umland throws it back out. Tries to get it to neutralize. Petronic just stuck it right on the blue line. Now he touch pass over to Ryan. Ryan, his shot is up and out. Hit a post. I thought it was in the back of the net. Somehow sails up and wide back to center ice and Vogel.
No Chuck.
So Vogel and Umland, the 2-on-4. Nice saucer pass up and through the zone, but that sails all the way to the far wall as Woodbury cycles the ice, or flips the ice very quickly. Woodbury on the far corner, moving the puck around. They cycle it back up to their left point. Ryan to Petronic, back to Ryan. Back to Petronic. High slot, he's got a lane. He takes a shot, knocks a stick right out of one of the Eagan players' hands as it sails wide, and Vogel nudges it back to center ice. You got 58 seconds remaining in the penalty for the Eagan Wildcats. Vogel takes a seat. Saleda enters. And that's a shot and a save by Pogo.
Allow the Cats to get a change here. Full change anyway.
So the face-off to go Pogo's left-hand side, Eagan defensive zone. Good Oberhammer, Saleda, Karsnia, Thomas. 47 seconds remaining on the PK for your Wildcats. Woodbury cycles it up top. D to Gerard, near boards. Centering opportunity, nudged wide, picked up by Pole. Pole back out to Gerard. Gerard back down to Pole. Pole takes it back behind the Eagan net. Thomas gets his stick on it. As Pole comes back down for Miller. Miller from the right point, back over to, I don't know, I can't say his name.
Brzezinski?
Something like that. Miller controls the puck, far side corner. Their goaltender signaling that Palin will be leaving the box shortly. That's a shot deflected by Slater. Slater picks it up, goes up ice. Nice job. That's on net. Is it? Is it? It is. No icing. Nice job by Slater getting that out. On net. Offensive zone possession for your Wildcats. As Palin is out of the box, Becker is on the ice in his stead. Thomas, Karsnia, Becker, Slater, Oberhammer. As Thomas has the puck back behind his own net. Good, strong possession by Thomas as he's able to stave off two attacking Woodbury Predators. Gets the puck to Slater. Slater to Oberhammer. Oberhammer up to a streaking Lucas Becker. Lucas Becker comes up and around. He tries to slip it for Oberhammer, and it's deflected wide by Woodbury. Oberhammer doing his best to pester Pistarski?
Pistarski, I think that's it. There's a T in there.
You got Gannon and Thomas, Saleta, Becker, and Pankratz. Turnover by Eagan. Here comes Woodbury the other direction. Backhand pass. That puck is still loose. They're going to have to blow the whistle. There we go. So Eagan doing a nice job as Woodbury had nothing but numbers and kept pelting Pagashnik. Pagashnik finally goes onto the side. Becker shields him and makes sure that he can cover the puck.
Just over 5 minutes into the second period here.
Gannon, Pankratz, Johnson, Nygaard, and Palin. Woodbury wins the faceoff, takes it back behind the Eagan net. They're going to set up shop here, near side circle. Gannon to Pankratz. Pankratz back to Gannon. Gannon says, takes a little "how's your mother" into the back. Forces Woodbury to take it back up to the mid-ice. Bouncing puck as Eagan clears the defensive zone. That's going to go all the way down. They're going to say deflected by Woodbury, so no icing. Palin controls the puck at Eagan's blue line. Pankratz knocks it down, but Woodbury comes away with it. Now Pankratz to Johnson. Johnson, so 1-on-4. He's got no support, so he just dumps it back behind the Woodbury goal line. Turnover! Shot by Johnson. Does not get through. Now Becker, he backs it up and in, and they are going to cover it. So we have an offensive zone face-off off of a nice little turnover there, right in the low slot by your Eagan Wildcats.
It's getting a little physical out there. Lucas and Miller exchanging recipes out there.
Well, Miller's got their 2 goals, so it'd be nice for somebody to say, hey, slow down. Maybe make them think twice. Becker, Vogel, Umland, Thomas, Land. Becker takes the face-off. Puck controlled by Woodbury as they get out to Thomas and the point. Thomas is going to cycle it down into the near side corner. Woodbury breakout pass. They come far side of the ice. Pull. As he drop pass, they're going to take it back on the Eagan net. Big hit by Becker. Helped out by Land. The puck is knocked out to Vogel. Vogel tries to knock it out to center ice. But Woodbury, very active sticks, hold the offensive zone. Land, round the boards, near side to Umland. Umland, cross ice pass to Becker. Is deflected a little bit wide behind him, but Becker gets it, nudges it up, far side corner to Vogel. Vogel back behind the Woodbury net to Umland. Umland back to Vogel to Becker. Pass deflected by Woodbury as Becker gets it back to Umland, or back to Vogel. Vogel looking for Umland. Woodbury takes the puck back up to center ice, taken by Zach Land. Land's going to whip it around the boards as the goaltender controls it. and gives it up to their player. Stretch pass to Solscheider at the red line. Thomas and Saleta doing a nice job getting back. So you got Thomas, Land, Saleta, Becker, and Oberhammer.
Ooh, he's got him.
Thomas to Becker, that'll be icing. As Becker's barely missed that, would have had a nice, easy lane to the goal.
I'm not an elite hockey mind, never claimed to be. But I would like to see a few more shots out of this Eagan squad.
Hard to score without taking a shot. But I do like we're rallying around our goaltender in the defensive zone, and I think that is a big part of the game that we're missing the first period yesterday. Would have been a much different game had we done that in the first period.
Agreed. They are playing hard tonight.
Becker, Karsnia, Oberhammer, Gannon, Saleta. Becker takes the face-off. Turnover, mid-slot shot, knocked down and covered by Pogo. Nygaard comes out instead of Lucas Becker. Nygaard takes the face-off. He's got Gannon on his left. He's got Saleta, Karsnia, Oberhammer on his right. Pushes it wide. Puck controlled by Woodbury back at the point. Knocked out. Almost out by Saleta. They said nope, no offside. Now Gannon gets it to Oberhammer. Oberhammer with a 1-on-2. Nudges it up looking for Nygaard. And the Woodbury goaltender is able to slide out and cover it for the face-off. Eagan offensive zone, near side circle. Nygaard, Oberhammer, Saleta, Gannon, Karsnia. Face off, Nygaard. He slides it back in the Woodbury net, picked up by Woodbury. Woodbury out to the center line, it's a 2-on-2. As Karsnia and Gannon are back, Woodbury takes it near side boards. Big hit by Karsnia. Nice job moving him off the puck. Puck pops free to Woodbury. Touch pass down as Petronik slides back down near side circle. His shot deflected into the back of the net. Like literally behind the net, not in a good way. Oberhammer's cross pass to Saleta taken away by Petronik from Woodbury. Woodbury throw it back down to the Eagan defensive zone, picked up by Gannon. Slides it to Karsnia, who slides it to Oberhammer. Oberhammer throws it back into the Eagan offensive zone. Woodbury takes it back beyond their own net as he's pestered by Oberhammer and Saleta. Becker comes on, his outlet pass knocked down. He comes back up to Karsnia. Karsnia's quick shot doesn't get through traffic. And here comes Woodbury the other way in Solscheider. Shot, blocker save by Pogo. Slides back around far side of the boards, picked up by Pole from Woodbury. Karsnia doing an admirable job knocking the puck back and forth. But Woodbury comes back, they control it. It's a glove save, 2 glove saves. Knocked down, right out in front. Woodbury, it's a shot, it's a goal. As the puck was just hanging around, they kept running into each other and it popped free. So it's 3-0, Woodbury.
Got to get that puck clear, at least out of the center of the ice.
Yep, 100%. That's stuck down right in the low slot way too long. They had too many opportunities.
I think I could have scored that goal.
Well, I think you could have scored that goal from here.
Yep, probably.
All right, Pancratz, Becker, Johnson, Palin, Thomas. Woodbury controls the puck back in their own end. They're going to cycle it through. Breakout pass right to the center of the ice, tipped in by Gorlitz, taken by Becker. Oh, Becker at the center logo. He's coming with a lot of speed. Turnover near side circle as Johnson tries to hold the puck. That'll be icing. Oh, puck. Oh, there it is. Gorlitz almost got there before Palin, and that would have been not bueno.
Not bueno. It's not good.
Pancratz, Becker, Johnson, Thomas, Palin. Face off near side circle, right to the netminder's left-hand side in the Eagan offensive zone. Becker, Pancratz back out to Thomas. Thomas whips it around back behind the Eagan, or back behind the Woodbury net, picked up by Woodbury. out to center ice. Gerard comes up. It's a one-on-one as Thomas takes him on. Nice back check by Pankratz as he loses an edge. And Johnson sends it down on net. No icing. Woodbury comes up with speed and numbers. They're going to come near side circle. Ryan cycles it back in the net. Hits the far side corner. Oh, nice pass. There's Gerard. He went for the kill shot right to the heart. Stopped by Pogo as Palin's got to corral it in the far side corner. He overskates it. And now Becker takes it back in his own net. Turnover to Woodbury right out in front. And the puck was sitting in the crease. Lucky for Eagan as we had a defender knock it out and free, and that'll be icing on Palin. So Eagan will get a full change. Woodbury will get an offensive zone face-off.
Just under 3 minutes here in the second period.
Gannon, Vogel, Umland, Nygaard, Lamb. Nygaard will line up, take the face-off. Top side circle to Pogo's left-hand side.
Not good.
Pogo knocks it out wide. Centering pass by Woodbury, taken away by Umland, back out to the point. Shot deflected out wide to Vogel. Vogel comes across looking for Umland. As Umland turns around, he's going to throw down onto net.
You're getting some feedback that maybe the volume
Goaltender turnover. Vogel shot right into the pad. Stick save. Cover. With a face-off in the Eagan offensive zone to the netminder's right-hand side.
Maybe no one's hearing us at all, Mike. I'm not sure.
Are they not?
Well, the volume seems to be low. Feedback we're getting.
Face-off. Becker pushes it into the far side corner. Nice centering pass. Wow, Vogel to Umland. Can't get a shot. It goes through. Battles through and tries to get another shot on net. Woodbury comes away with it. They flip the ice back on the Eagan net. Ben tries to check. Instead, he just hits the wall. Now he does get the puck. Up near side boards looking for Umland. Woodbury takes it back out to center ice. They're going to regroup. Looking to set up a play. They go off the boards back behind their own goal line. Nice pressure by Vogel and Becker. Becker kicks it free. Turnover into the Eagan offensive zone. Becker's got it near side circle. He goes up for Vogel. Vogel can't catch up to it, and it slides free on the far boards to Woodbury. That centering pass knocked away by Umland. Gannon picks it up. Gannon to Becker. And Becker's happy just to throw it into the offensive zone, making Woodbury turn it over right at the red line. Now Woodbury's got a one-on-one as Cole comes out with it. Tries to pass it to himself. Goes a little bit too hard. Pogo covers it. We'll have a face-off to Pogo's right-hand side. Near side circle.
Told volume, whatever we did, which was nothing, the volume is better. Yeah.
Karsnia, Oberhammer, Land, Thomas, and Saleta. The faceoff goes the way of Woodbury as they set it back up at the top of their zone. Land, nice pressure. Puck is loose right through the high slot. Great second effort by Miller. That's a shot. Glove save. Pogo. I could literally see Pogo's glove just flex as that puck hit it. He had a shooting lane that was more open than I-94 on a holiday weekend. Which is to say, everyone's away on holiday. But
okay.
Otherwise it wouldn't make sense because you're right, it's more traffic.
Traffic and, yeah.
I took a swing, folks, and I missed. Woodbury back on the Eagan net. They set it right up front.
Nice, Max.
Miller was right there. His shot deflected by Pogo. Pogo playing a very strong game here in Woodbury on this Sunday evening. 44 seconds remaining in the second period. Woodbury sets it back up at the top of their zone. Brian, he's going to loop it back around. Finds Paul. That's not Paul. Who was that? Eagan takes the pass.
Zach seems to be back to forward. I'm not sure.
Deflects it back to Oberhammer, who's looking for land, taken away by Woodbury. Woodbury cross-ice pass. Falls onto Karsnia's stick as he's looking up ice at Oberhammer. Woodbury, though, somehow they kick it to themselves.
Boys, get through this.
Right down low. Nice shot by Karsnia. Picks his pocket. As Oberhammer, he's going to throw it off the boards. On net, no icing.
Mike, I'm pretty sure it was Gretzky who said that you miss potential laughs on 100% of the jokes you don't make.
Good call.
All right, folks, kicking off the third period here with Palin and Gannon in defense and CJ Reed and Jace in the forwards.
Nice offensive zone time here by Woodbury to start the third period early. Gannon has the puck back behind his own net. Looking for Pankratz across the far boards, and Pankratz almost had a nice one-on-one going the other way. Woodbury knocks it off of his stick and back into the Eagan defensive zone. Got Palin, Gannon, Pankratz, CJ, and Nygaard. Nygaard up to CJ. Taken away by Woodbury on the top side circle. Fans on his second opportunity here. And saved by Max Pagashnik.
Good positioning there. The Woodbury player kind of skated through the slot there to the far side and shot right on the yep.
Petronik having a strong game here for the Woodbury Predators. Eagan looking for something to make something happen here in the third period. Offside Woodbury. Outlet pass by Eagan was knocked away into the offensive zone before they could get back to center ice. So the face-off, topside bubble. Eagan half of the ice. Umland, Vogel, Becker, Thomas, and Karsnia. Turnover. Vogel picks it up. It's a 2-on-3 going the other way. Tries to slide it over for Umland, deflected by Woodbury. As Becker's in, taps it to Vogel. Vogel on the near side circle to Becker. Back behind the Woodbury net. Umland to Becker. Becker shot. Blocker save Woodbury. And Woodbury clears it back to center ice, collected by Thomas. Inbound pass, intercepted from Karsnia by Woodbury. Woodbury throws it into the offensive zone. Thomas is back to collect it, back in his own net. That'll be ice. Oh, waved icing is the puck. Oh, the snow is a blessing sometimes. Slowed down the puck. Icing was waved. Puck in the Eagan offensive zone. Gannon can't catch up to it. So Thomas gathers it back at center ice. Tries to force it in back to the blue line, hoping that his teammates can get back on side. unable to do so, so we'll have a face-off here. Eagan half of the ice, topside bubble.
So Zach back to center now. His whole game of every other centers is probably a bit much to ask.
Yep. So Land, Saleda, Oberhammer, Gannon, and Palin. Nice job by Eagan. Forcing the offensive zone. Up to Gannon. Gannon's shot. Gets through as a rebound. Near side post. Tries to pick it up. Slides it over to Saleda. Slides pass out to Palin. Taken away by Charlie Pohl. Pohl all alone. He comes down near side circle. His shot right into the glove of Max Pogachnik, who after today might be a shortstop for the St. Louis Cardinals. Great glove work. All right, so you got Palin and Gannon as your defensemen. Oberhammer, Saleda, and Land as the forwards. Land takes the faceoff, throws it deep into the near side corner, picked up by Woodbury. Puck is free along the far boards. Land peppers him, lays a nice hit. Woodbury cycles it down low, back behind Pogo. Gannon gets it off of Pohl's stick, but Solscheider's there to pick it up, and now here comes a shot from Woodbury, deflected wide left. Good defensive effort here by your Wildcats. Puck falls free to Gannon. Gannon throws it out to a streaking Marshall Saleda back at center ice. He's going to dump it as Eagan gets a full change, with the exception of Oberhammer, who just wants to remind Sikic that he's still there. Sikic comes to length the ice. We're going to call it tripping against the Eagan Wildcats. So Eagan will go to the sin bin, and I believe it's Odin Oberhammer. Just the second penalty of the game. So a very clean contest.
Clean game.
And remarkably, they're both trippings. So
I didn't really see that one. It's just kind of a late kind of.
yeah, it was there, but
Saw the kid go down, but.
so Woodbury takes the face off, near side circle, Eagan defensive zone. Golitz back out to Petronik. Petronik takes the puck right to the high slot. Nice pass down low to Sikic, who cycles it back behind the Eagan net. Quick shot. He tries to go off the back plate of Pogo, and Pogo says, you know what?
I'm just going to catch it.
I've seen this one before. Little Ashley Simpson on the music box.
Are you lip syncing right now?
A little bit. I love that song. All right. Woodbury controls the zone right to the high slot. They're going to cycle it down to Sikic. That's a shot right from the low side circle. Blocker save. Sails the puck wide left. Picked up by Woodbury in the far corner as they cycle all the way again, near side of the ice. Shot deflected by Thomas. Thomas takes the puck up to center ice. He's got Nygaard on his right. He's going to lob it up, and it goes right between the pads. And I love that. There's nothing better than when a goaltender has to look behind him because he's not sure. So that right there, I would call that a scoring opportunity for Wildcats. Becker, Gannon, Pankratz, Palin. 1:21 remaining on the PK for your Wildcats. Down 3-0 with 10:07 remaining in the third period. Becker wins the faceoff, and it looked like Woodbury just got backed off, and he had it until it was taken away by Woodbury. Woodbury cycles it up top in their own defensive zone. They're looking, they go D to D, trying to set up their power play, looking to set up time and space in the ice. Pohl likes what he sees. He's going to bring the puck out, slides it across, top side to Miller. Miller back down to Pohl. Pohl slides it across, looking for Miller. Slides out, picked up by Pankratz. Turnover right down low. Shot.
Maxie.
Great pass on Max. Max Pogachnik. Eagan a little loosey-goosey with the puck play there in their own defensive zone.
Knocked the first one down with his glove and then covers the second chance.
Like Pogachnik, I think he got the cobwebs knocked off yesterday. He is looking comfortable today. Becker takes the face-off, controlled by Woodbury. On the far boards, their inlet pass deflected by Gannon, down back behind the end line. Gannon again knocks it down loose. He's going to come up all the way. They're going to wave off icing, and Becker's off to the races. Goaltender picks it up. He's going to cycle it right off the glass. Puck sails free back to the Eagan blue line, picked up by Gannon to Pankratz. Pankratz across the center line looking for Becker, turned it over. Woodbury the other way. Gannon and Palin kind of sandwiched the Woodbury advance as they're forced to take it back up top and dump it deep. 5 seconds remaining in the PK. Sloppy pass by Woodbury, taken over by Eagan. Overhammer's out of the net. Becker was trying to get a streak there. Knocked away by Woodbury. Eagan's got 5. They are back at full. That's a penalty against Saleda. So there's the whistle.
Catch right
So
back to the
Saleda called for interference, probably. Let's see what the call is. Hook. All right. He's called for a hook, even though his stick was on the ice. That's all right. Eagan goes back on the PK. 8:23 remaining in the third period. Face off to Polo's left-hand side. We have Boble, Karsnia, Umland, and Thomas on the ice. Boble over to Umland. Umland. He skates around one Woodbury defender. He's a one-on-one going the other way. They come back. A little bit of a slash. No call. Turnover to Woodbury. They bring it up to their own blue line. Umland, he's fighting for his life. He holds the puck up there for 10 seconds as Woodbury finally clears it back near boards. Golitz to the low side circle. He's going to cycle up to Petronik at the top. Petronik, he makes a nice move. His shot deflected by Thomas, wide right. Ryan, the captain, back up top. Touch pass to the left D in Solscheider. Back out to Ryan at the top of the point. Slides it down for Petronik. Petronik down low into the corner. His pass sails wide as Ryan's forced to gather back up at the left point. Petronik over to Ryan. Ryan down for Solscheider. Karsnia doing a great job attacking Solscheider down in the corner. Forces that puck back behind the Eagan net. Woodbury back out to the left point. 50 seconds remaining on the PK. Going to cycle near side and Petronik. Petronik down low. Held up by Thomas. Gets to Vobel. Vobel. There's 3 white sweaters there. They're able to hold the puck up at the near side point. Ryan, he's dazzling right through the slot. Not sure whether to pass it or shoot it. He's just going to take it himself. Nice job by Woodbury. Great opportunity as he sails it for Petronik. Petronik shot wide left. Karsnia and Thomas back behind the Eagan net. They battle for the puck as it sails wide. And Woodbury takes the zone up top. Shot. And that's a whistle. Nice job by Pagachnik as Faulkner. He caught the puck right at the top of the crease. Right where the blue meets the white. And Pogo said, "Not to save!" So the face off to Pogo's.
I thought that was Faulkner.
Faulkner? Faulkner? All right. It's a good movie. Anyway, face off. Face off. Near side circle. Balls to Woodbury. Land on the ice with Oberhammer, Palin, Gannon, and Saleda. Woodbury shot. That's wide. Picked up by Palin right in front of the slot. Oberhammer to Saleda. Saleda loses the handle at it right at the red line. At center ice, Woodbury collects it, takes it back behind their own net. Here comes Woodbury along the near boards. Back up to center. And Kostelich. Turnover. Saleda, nice job. Gets it to Oberhammer. Oberhammer shot, or pass rather, deflected off of the boot of a Woodbury player. Back to Palin. Palin can't handle it. Gerard, and Woodbury has it down low. Nice job by Gerard. Went off of Palin's skate as he redirected that right into Max's glove. All right, we got Johnson, Nygaard, Palin, Gannon, and Pankratz. Face off to Pogo's left-hand side. 5:40 remaining in the contest.
Get on the board, Cats. Come on.
Nygaard to Palin. Palin cycles it back behind his own net. Picked up by Gannon, who has to fight for it. In the corner, comes away with it. Outlet pass to Pankratz. Pankratz doing everything he can to try to get a stick on the puck. but Woodbury being very active, very physical at the top of the point. Knee guard, big hit to Gannon. Gannon lobs it up. Pankratz off to the races. Pankratz picks up the puck. He's held, no call. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson, near side circle. He's going to take a quick shot. That's a stick save. Wide left, back behind the goal line. Looking for knee guard. Knee guard can't pick it up. Woodbury battles, so they recycle it behind their own goal line. Back up to Pole at the point. Pole to Gorlitz. Gorlitz tripped a little bit. No whistle. Woodbury out at the point, near side of Petronik. He goes right through the mid slot. That's a shot. Nice save. Pogo is really seeing the puck well.
He really is. I was just going to go check in with Chris here on what he has for shots. Looking at shots. Chris is showing 33-15 in favor of Woodbury, so lots coming Max's way here, and he's dealing with it for sure.
Becker, Thomas, Karsnia, Umland, Vobel. Becker takes the face-off, pushes it forward. Vobel tries to get there. Puck controlled by Woodbury. Quick shot, wide left. Rebound, falls the way of Becker. Becker looking for Thomas as Woodbury takes it back up to the point. Dash shot deflected. Sails wide left. Thomas kicks it back up to the far side point. Turnover, falls to Luke Becker. Becker gets his pocket picked along the far boards. Karsnia tries to throw it back off the boards. Puck does not leave the zone. Woodbury is absolutely relentless. Thomas applying pressure in the near side corner. Shovels it out to Vobel. Vobel back at center ice. He's got Umland. It's a 2-on-2. Nice! Reverse pass to Vobel. Vobel goes, and he just misses wide. He went for the soft part of the net. That was open. So Eagan, nice scoring opportunity. Misses wide right. Woodbury flips the ice, comes the other way, and Pasternak, he's absolutely assaulted down low by Thomas and Becker in the near side corner. Puck falls free to Karsnia. Turnover, quick shot behind the post. Thomas comes up the ice, nice job. Right on the opposing blue line. Charlie Vobel, his shot was right there. Nice job looking for the rebound. Becker can't catch up to it. Woodbury going the other way. Thomas gets a stick on it, pokes it out wide. Gannon's there to harass him a little bit. Now here comes the puck back to Becker. Becker to Vobel. Vobel on the near side. That'll be offside. Oberhammer.
Yeah,
so the neutralized drop.
Great stretch pass from Gavin. Charlie times it perfectly. Gets a nice shot in on net there.
That was real pretty. Eagan trying to stretch the zone here to get something back with the last 3 minutes of the game. Just Salida, Land, Oberhammer, Palin, Gannon. Woodbury wins the faceoff. They push it far side and down and in, and that will be icing. So we'll come all the way back down to the Eagan offensive zone to the netminder's left-hand side.
.250 left here in this final period. Put one in the net. Caps, come on.
Land takes the face-off. Gannon collects it at the point, knocks it down to Oberhammer. He throws it down low, back behind the Woodbury net, picked up by Salida. Salida gets cut off at the knees by Woodbury as Gannon holds the zone. And now the puck falls free right as we pull Max. That's an empty netter. Oh, it's wide right. Charlie Paul. Like his dad would say, hit the net. So Eagan has the extra attacker. Woodbury controls the puck. That's a shot deflected again wide right. Thomas is down there, yet Woodbury still controls the puck. And now it's picked up by Marshall Salida. Salida, cross-ice pass, looking for Umland. Taken away by Woodbury. Nice. Thomas is down. There's no goaltender, and yet we've spent most of the time in our own offensive zone. Icing by Thomas will bring the puck all the way back down into the defensive zone. Max will have to come back on the ice. Thomas, Vobel, Becker, Gannon, and Umland. Becker takes the face off. Ball's out to Thomas and Vobel. Now Woodbury cycles it down deep again. Becker, big hit right behind the net. Thomas picks up the puck. Thomas looking for Umland, doesn't get all of it as the puck sits there along the far boards. 1:39 remaining, and Egan's not able to clear the zone. Woodbury up top. Their centering pass taken away by Becker. Becker back out to center ice. Woodbury collects it though. They've got to regroup. Nice job. Gannon pops up, pokes the puck up to Vobel. Vobel back to Gannon. Gannon nudges it up, and that is a cover in the offensive zone for you Wildcats. So we are pulled again, 6 on 5. Thomas, Gannon, Vobel, Umland, Becker, and Nygaard. Becker takes the face off, throws it deep into the near side corner. Thomas tries to hold the zone, gets off of his knee. Gannon collects it, throws it deep, knocked around by Woodbury as they throw it back to the center ice. 1 minute remaining. Stretch pass to Umland. Umland's pass deflected by Woodbury as the puck comes out to Gannon. Gannon off the near boards, looking for Becker, but it goes back to Gannon. Gannon looking for Ummy. Ummy's shot. That's deflected. Caught by Gannon for a minute. He put it down for himself. And Woodbury collects it. That'll be an empty netter easy, 1-2. And that's the third for Miller this evening. So the Woodbury Predators go 4-0 on an empty netter with 39 seconds remaining in the contest. So you got Nygaard, Pankratz, Johnson, Karsnia, and Palin on the ice for your Wildcats to close out this third period of the Woodbury Wildcat clash.
Put Max back in goal, as I hope they would at this point.
Nygaard takes the face off. Gets to Pankratz. Pankratz on the near side of the ice. Tipped up by Pohl. Pohl goes against Palin. And Palin forces him back around the net. Pohl. I think he's happy just to wind this down. Skates around. Oh, there's a shot. Pad save Pogo. And that's Nygaard back out to center ice. 7 seconds remaining. Petronik takes it back. Victory formation. If that were Tom Brady, he would take a knee. So the Woodbury Predators take this 4-0 here in Woodbury, Minnesota on Sunday evening in the clash of the District 8 foes, Woodbury Predators versus your Eagan Wildcats.
Better result than yesterday, but against a probably even better team. But got to get on the board somewhere there to win some games. But solid effort. I think we'll see you back here next Sunday.